on the previous episode.
Being probably like 600 700k invested, but 12 87 team of the week spot. Now I'm not really gonna hold them until Sunday. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, episode 50, halfway to the century mark in terms of no money spent episodes. This is a big day for anyone who's been following the no money spent series. We know the heavyweights have been the lifeline of the coins into the team, and today we got an update, man. Are they still going to be profitable? That's a big question. 33.50 is the updated price, which it isn't too bad. I thought it was going to be 3,500. 33.50 is doable. Looking at the cards, we got Michael Pierce probably being the worst card, although he's got 340 pounds and 90 block shed, pretty good. Andrew Norwell, the left guard, 89 overall, very average left guard. We already got Saffold in the pack, and then Ndamukong Suh being that middle card, that third best card in the set now. Really good, gets Bucks, Miami Lions team hits the 90 block shed, a really good 3-4 right end that goes for a decent amount, about 140k. We'll go over all the prices and stuff at the end of this episode. Taylor Moten, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He is the new Jack Conklin, man, a right tackle, 89 overall, a really good card and goes for quite a lot. And then the 90 overall being Ryan Kelly, the best center in the game. We're probably going to end up picking it up this weekend, but a solid card. And I mean, heavyweights to most people are boring, but to us, I think they are. I mean, they're very important. Now, we did finish the Gridiron Forge 2, and we got Ezekiel Elliott. And actually, looking at Ezekiel Elliott's card, comparing him to Ricky Williams, by the way, he quick sells for 2,500 training. If you are curious, also gets time to the Cowboys, just like the J.C. Jackson. But we're gonna compare him to Ricky Williams, and for a backup running back, which I need, he's really not that much worse in terms of. I think he has -1 speed, or it might be same speed. He's really not that much of a difference, so we're actually gonna power up Ezekiel Elliott on my one of my fantasy teams. He's a beast in real life still. We're gonna sell Ricky Williams. I think we end up selling for 190k, so we get 190k back. We did buy him for 240, so lost about 50k in a couple of days. It's really important when you buy cards, you gotta expect to have them for more than, I'd say, 2 weeks for them to be a valuable purchase. But we're gonna downgrade Ricky Williams, sell him, pick up Ezekiel Elliott as the backup running back, and power him up, of course. But also moving on into our investment side, we're going to go into the 87 overalls. Oh, wait, before that, the Elite Pack also. I didn't pull anything out of the Gridiron, the Pro Fantasy Pack, but the Elite Pack, I actually got 2 Elites, which weren't the best. Of course, we got Trey Lance rookie card, but the solos themselves take, I'd say, probably 2.5 to 3 hours. Some of the challenges are hard. I think the hardest one for me was I needed to get a sack against Lamar Jackson, and when he was on the 30-yard line with 30 seconds left, no timeout, so he was throwing the ball away really quick. As well, getting a safety was one of the most difficult ones. I also did finish that team builder mission, got the 2 nat. I don't know who I'm going to use it on yet. Probably going to tie him into a set to make profit with the team diamonds eventually. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But going into our investments from yesterday, I really hope you guys listen to buying the 87 team of the weeks from the Market Monday videos and yesterday's no money spent. We bought 15 or I think 14 total team of the week cards for under 45k, most of them for really 42, 41k, and if you look now, they're already at 60k. So right now, we sell 14 even after tax. We're making about 10k per card. 14 cards, that's 140k profit, just basically in a half a day in terms of buying, and then if we wanted to sell right now. But I'm trying to get about 65k, although my goal for this, I'm going to sell either Thursday. I think Thursday night is going to be the day I sell, because we are getting a new promo, Guardians or whatever, Madden. I don't even know what the promo is called. Friday, we'll talk more about that in tomorrow's episode, because they are getting revealed. But I think we get Mike Vick this weekend in terms of Legends, and I think Josh Allen might crash a little bit over the weekend. So I'm going to be very safe with my 87 overall team of the week investments and sell them off for 65k, hopefully tomorrow night. Looking at the heavyweights, you're going to see the coins are gone, the trading are gone. Where have my coins gone? And I have 16 heavyweights because I have been re-rolling heavyweights to see if our baby really has got any life in it. It's been basically our oil funding. We're the Man City of Mutt. They've been our funding in terms of how we've been able to make coins over the past month. And it's really, it really hurt to see if they weren't profitable. So in terms of trading, what I've been buying, the 89s have kind of gone up a little bit. So I've been really focusing on the 91 overall. Either you get Reggie Bush, I think it's Priest Holmes, Curtis Martin. You can pick them up for about 220 to 225k. So it ends up being, I think the total is 31.5 points per trading. So now the heavyweight packs. Now, of course, I did invest in trading yesterday, so I was making profit basically no matter what on the heavyweights, because I was getting them at, like, I'd say what is it, 28.5, which was absurd. But now 31.5 training is what you can get for him now, making the pack about 105,000 coins. And if you look actually at the heavyweights, I talked about this in my method video. I didn't know if this would be profitable yet, but I did reroll. You're going to see I opened 31 heavyweights throughout today. And there's still the 3Ls. They go around 85k. You have Conklin and Sweat, which are now actually, at the time of this video, I know this, it shows 120. They're going from around 125. Pierce and Norwell are like the new Ls, but they're not really Ls because you still make profit. They go for about 120 on the lower side of 120. But hopefully you can sell them for 125. Be patient with them and you make profit. Sue is at 140k card. That's a big W. And then the new Jack Conklin is going to be that Moten card. He goes for about 180k. I've sold one for 187. That is your ticket to a W, basically. He's the new Jack Conklin in terms of you are going to make like 60k on the pack. And then Ryan Kelly is a weird one. He's 180k, so like of course if you pull him, you make money. But in terms of if you want training, I actually just quick sell him, because if you take the 178k basically is what he's going for, you take that down to 161, that's about it's like 31.8 coins for training. So if you're going to end up pulling more packs, just quick sell Ryan Kelly if he's under 178. Do the training, do the math. Make sure that you quick selling him is for a good training price. But if not, if you're like done with the method for the night, just sell him, of course. Get the coins. But if you see what I've been selling the cards for, be patient with these sells, man. Norwell 119. I'm trying to sell him for 125. You see Michael Pierce, I've been able to sell for 127, 129. He's a little down right now, 125. Saffolds have been selling for 84. Spain, since he's the only right guard, I'm being more patient. I'm trying to get 90k. Sweat is a weird one because he's still the best left end in the game, in my opinion. And I was selling him earlier today for 120, but now he's going from around 135, and then Williams 85. And then Kelly I've basically been discarding. Sue I've only pulled one for 140, but in the background are going to be 31 heavyweight packs, kind of sped up. We don't want to sit here all day, but man, I'm actually so happy to say that the heavyweight method is still profitable. And now right now it's kind of like it's still being spammed in terms of like it's the new content. So, but the fact that it's still profitable on the first day is pretty much a great sign going forward. Training has gone up and the method is still profitable, which is just great, because I believe this weekend, if Michael Vick comes out on Saturday, we have new content on Friday, which I think we might get a new reroll set, so training might spike on Friday. But I think if Michael Vick or a banger legend drops on Saturday, we should be able to get training for really cheap Saturday, and hopefully we can do the method over the weekend. But of course, just wait till next Tuesday. Training will bomb pretty much down, probably go back down to 28, 27. We'll be able to do these heavyweights because everyone forgets about them. The casual community, heavyweights are boring, man. They're linemen. But in terms of like squad building, man, all these cards pretty much are meta players in terms of like almost at the top of the meta in terms of the linemen. I mean, Ryan Kelly's the best center. Moen is the second best right tackle opposed to Leo Collins. And then the right guard, left guard, D tackles. Sue is on that Buccaneers theme team. He's a really good 3-4 technique defensive end. So these cards aren't going to be like the flashbacks where Tannehill isn't meta, Mosley isn't meta, Cam Newton's a scrambler meta, so he's still good, but Boye's a little slow. He's not meta, man. There's a lot of flashback cards that aren't meta. Veterans, I mean, none of the cards except for Jimmy Graham are meta. Rising Stars are like the only cards that were really meta. Heavyweights, man, they're all meta, man. 7 out of the cards are W's if you open the packs for 105k, with 3 being L's. Be patient with your selling. I think I have a couple more packs, but man, I was getting really lucky. I think I only pulled, what is it? I think it's 5 L's out of 31 packs, the rest of them being W's. Now, of course, with tax, it's going to limit the profit, and the profit I actually show up on the screen is going to be a little less than what I actually made, of course, because I got training the other day for so cheap. I got like 30k training for really cheap, as well as I'm really patient when selling cards because I don't need the coins. I usually always have coins, of course, on my account, so I don't necessarily need to sell. Like, I don't need to rush and sell Moen for 180k. I'll be patient, sell for 190. Conklin, if he goes down to 115, I'm like, let's wait like an hour, go hang out with my family, do some other shit, come back. Hopefully he's 125k. That's when we sell him. Be really patient with your sales. These cards, man, Sweat is the best left end. They will go up. People are going to forget about the heavyweights, and I really think basically this week is probably going to be very mixy, but next week I think these cards are going to be back to being profit, man. Here is the the stat breakdown. So 31 heavyweights pulled. You see 6 Pierces was the most, 5 Kellys. I'm not gonna read down the list, but 3.2 million spent at that 31.5 coins for training. Of course, I spent a little less than that, so the profit's more gonna be around 500k really. But 255k profit for 31 heavyweights open is just amazing. I really didn't go one batch without, I would go basically in batches of 5. I didn't really have one batch. It was really bad. I pulled 2 back-to-back Williams, but then met that with 2 back-to-back Kellys, I think, so it kind of evened out the terms of the profit. But man, I'm really excited to say I'll probably make honestly a separate video on the heavyweight method this weekend, because I want to see what happens to the market in terms of the new Gridiron promo and Legends Saturday. See basically make a specific video on what to target for in terms of training, because as all heavyweight methods, reroll methods goes, it's basically when training goes down and these cards stay the same, you want to do it. Training goes down, these cards goes down, maybe it's not necessary to do. But that's going to wrap up this video. Episode 50, a big one. The new heavyweight update kind of timed perfectly, but in terms of coins, I was at 1.5 yesterday. I think when everything sells, I'll be upwards of 2.6, 2.7. So shit, about a mil made in a day or two, which is pretty solid for really not much work. I haven't played any games. Monthly weekly rewards tomorrow for episode 51. But if you're enjoying the content, like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, and until next time, peace.